Hey, what it do, y'all? What it do? What it do? So, is true femininity monogamous? Now, that's actually a trick question. My answer is yes and no. So, here's what I mean by that. So, in regards to the yes side of this answer regarding femininity being monogamous, yes, she's she's supposed to be monogamous to that man that she's committed to because the way the feminine gender body is designed biologically, it's designed to be monogamous to that one man, right? And one man at a time on top of that, because she could only be pregnant by one man at a time. Now, there have been things that have occurred because a lot of gals have been hypersexual and promiscuous to where they've had multiple guys inseminate them, and that affected the offspring. Because why? She's only supposed to be pregnant by one man at a time, not being pregnant while also being inseminated by other guys at that time, right? Because that's going to affect the offspring, as I just said. So, in that sense, that's how she is monogamous from that standpoint of femininity. And she should hone in on that and recognize that and respect that, because that is some of the reasons why, if she tries to go around having multiple partners like a man, she will be looked at as, a 304, because her body wasn't designed for that stuff. Uh, the feminine is supposed to be about chastity. Yes, she's designed to be monogamous, so she's supposed to be about chastity and not having so many men get up inside of her, because research has it to where uh, a lot of a male's DNA of her pastimes, it takes about, it could be in there for about 7 years, even past 7 years, right? So think about the different guys she lets up inside of her. Then that multiplies by seven. So that means on average, uh, you got some girls that got about, let's say, if we're just talking, I mean, I know guys will say, well, the number is infinite with some of these gals, but let's be on the modest side. You know, 42, 7 and 6, 42, right? So that means that's 42 years worth of men that she has inside of her, based on the fact that she's had six male partners, and in DNA from a man can still be traced inside of her for 7 years afterwards. 42 years worth of DNA inside of her. We're just talking about her having six partners. Keep that in mind, ladies. So that's why it is important, especially for the young ones, the young ladies, to realize that, yes, regarding femininity, answering the former part of my question, yes, femininity is about being monogamous for that reason, because it's about keeping your body clean and pure and all of that. Don't worry about what the man is doing and thinking that's what you have to do. You're not a man, you're a woman. You're supposed to be a woman. So you don't behave like a man, right? And because you're going to get a lot of results that men actually don't even get. So here's the thing on that too. So gals be like, a lot of the lesser feminine, not the greater feminine, right? But a lot of the lesser feminine be like, well, what about when y'all run around and having all these different gals y'all sleep with, and then y'all get STDs? How did he get those STDs? From a gal that had many male partners, more than likely. So, but this is stuff that people don't want to talk about. So it traces back to the woman per se, as far as how things are done in this world, even the way diseases are spread. What a guy just needs to do at that time is just slow his roll and just find him a better pool of women to be, you know, getting around, because obviously a pool of gals that you messing with, a lot of them already been ran through and they've had more than 42 years worth of partners inside of their body. So I'm just saying, I'm just speaking facts right now. So, and y'all can look this up. Don't take my word for it, but I'm speaking facts. Um, So let's answer the other side of this question as far as femininity. Is femininity supposed to be monogamous? I said yes, but there's another side that also means no. So how is femininity not necessarily monogamous in this sense? Well, in a sense of when it relates to the man. So here's what I mean by that. So she's designed to be with that man. She's not holding him back, you know, on the way he's designed to be with women. So there you go. So a lot of girls that try to pull men down as far as their emotional roller coasters with him to where he's thrown off. Now he has to be focused on how she feels and why she's acting like that. That takes away a lot of his libido. It takes away a lot of his testosterone because he's focused on her and her feminine energy so much that it's making him more feminine. And that's going to be a turnoff to you, ladies. If you are always on your emotional roller coaster and he has to be focused on you, he's going to be less masculine for you. So that's what happens in a lot of monogamous situations, actually. So with a lot of guys who ain't on that type of time of monogamy, they know the difference. They just don't realize what it is sometimes. So fellas, when you be like she playing games, actually it's deeper than that. She's actually making you more feminine because you have to put all your energy into her to figure out what the F is going on with her. And then that's making you more monogamous with her as a result because you're like, dang, I should be putting all my time into what I got to be doing in my life as a man. Or you know what, there are other women out there that don't give me this much of a runaround emotionally. I don't need to be caught up like that. You know what I'm saying? So someone say, hey, what up, big dog? Hey, what up, man? What up? What's up? What's up? I see someone, Atlanta's most hated. Hey, that's what's up. I could dig it. That's a good name, you know. Hey, you got to have them drink that hate 2-0, you know what I'm saying? You said, what's the topic of the day? Just basically about, you know, are women, is femininity actually monogamous or is it not monogamous? So I just basically said it's a little bit of a yes and no, from the standpoint that yes, you know, women are designed to be monogamous, but no, as far as the way she shouldn't be holding a man back from his true nature, you know, to where he becomes more monogamous with her and then he becomes more effeminate. Y'all seen a lot of these monogamous relations for the most part, you know, he starts acting more like his wife when really his wife should be acting more like him because she's in his image and likeness. But it's not like that. You see in most monogamous situations, the guy is becoming more like her and he's becoming more in her image and likeness because she's become the masculine one of the situation. So, like, I would also say monogamy makes gals the more masculine one because it's her fully utilizing the man's nature to her advantage, only for her. So he's pouring all his love, all of his care, all of that into her, but it's draining him and it's taking away a lot of his nature, literally, when his nature is meant to be more widespread. It's not meant to be just condensed down into one situation with one gal per se. So I say all that to say, yes, there are some guys that will be monogamous because that's just where they are at with not only their testosterone, but with their nature, given if they've been through traumatic things. And so for them wanting to be responsible for women overall, that ain't in them like that. They're not built like that. But they, you know, I guess they settled for one gal that actually still cares about him regardless. So that's the thing on that. So yeah, but yes and no, just to summarize this video. I won't keep this one long. You know, ladies, you have to fully utilize your femininity for the right reasons. In a sense of where you're connected to a man that respects you, that won't be bringing you back diseases, as some of y'all like to say, you know, because he's messing around with girls that got high body counts of their own because they trying to act like men. You know, you respect a man like that, you be monogamous to a man like that. And at the same time, you're not holding him back of his nature of what him being a man is, because the same way he got with you is the same way you got to keep him. You know, you got to make sure he keeps that same energy. You know what I mean? Like, as far as just, you know, he's, like I say, he's being respectful to you. He ain't just running around reckless, you know, but at the same time, you like, hey, you know, man gonna be a man, but at least he can be a respectful man. So that's a girl that fully realizes the balanced aspect of how her femininity is monogamous when it comes to her, but it's not monogamous when it comes to him. Thanks a million.